Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Monday, August 2nd, 2021. Today we're pulling from the Dragon Tarot cards. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like, is obviously with traditional meaning, brand new beginning, creative endeavors, a financial sense, so like business. And I feel like they were showing me a young lady starting a Tumblr business, and they were telling me that you need to keep your full-time job right now for 2 more years, and then you'll be in a different, things will be going very well. They're saying hustle and bustle. So things will be going like steadily, where they're showing me 36,000. So you'll be able to sit there and quit your full-time job. They're saying because the climate, people are afraid to spend right now. So they're saying like probably for, it'll in the next 2 years it'll recover, and you'll be able, like they're showing me 36,000. I think that's amazing that you'll be able to make off of this enterprise that you're trying to start. Two of Pentacles says the same thing. You got to learn to go with the ebb and flow of things. So I feel like it's like with my business, well, I would traditionally say like Christmas time from like December 15th forward. I know that readings will slow down because everybody's going to Christmas parties, family dinners, Christmas obviously, and like New Year. So I know like that time will, maybe I'll be lucky if I get a couple of readings, but even myself, I'm spending time with my family, with my kids. So it's just like, going with those kind of things. My really good girlfriend in London, tells me, like when we talk about this kind of stuff, she's just like, I've been in the restaurant business for years. And she's like, you cannot predict it. She's like, yeah, Christmas, maybe you can predict, but like usually, like right in the new year, I'm slow. It was different this year. So it's just like, you know what I mean? I feel like this is where universe says save for those days, because you don't know what's going to happen. We have the Hermit shining the light in this situation. And for this young lady, this could be shining for her or whoever this is for, but I do see a young lady. But I feel like it's just like guiding us forward. You know, I definitely get a lot of clairaudience with this spread. I definitely get, kind of showing us the way to the future. Don't get anxious about it. Try to live for so much. Don't sit there and, I know some of us try to plan for 5 years, but sometimes it triggers our anxiety. So it's just like, going with, the flow of things. They are highlighting the Empress, so that mother figure, a mother figure, or yourself as a mother with Venus ruling, with unconditional love. What they were showing me, I know this is not the Emperor, but they're saying order and structure. So I feel like because some kids are starting school on Tuesday, and maybe you're apprehensive of it, how this year is going to turn out. But it's like you know what I mean. Like she's sitting content in her throne. It's a solid stone throne. So I feel like they're saying like you're sitting solid. You do see some like, looks like pumpkins to me, like gray pumpkins. So maybe they're highlighting, the fall for you. She is holding an apple in her hand, very Real Housewives, but she's holding an apple in her hand, reaping her harvest. So I definitely feel like they're just saying like, I feel like, even though you're apprehensive, I feel like that's what makes you a good mother. I feel like they're just saying like, just keep moving forward. Everything's gonna work out. We have the Devil in reverse. So I definitely feel like this is our shadow work. Definitely, working through those things as what has triggered us as a child, that we have carried on through to adulthood, or things that have happened in our young or older lives where, certain situations trigger certain things, muscle memory, working through those, things that trigger us and take us into not such a good place. And it's, if you're able to do it on your own, if not, definitely seek out professional help so that you're able to work through these things. And I know everyone's situation is different, so if you're able to, definitely try to seek professional help. And then our last card is Judgment, and I definitely get clean slate with this. Usually, traditionally, you have people in the water and they're, raising their hands up to the sky, and you see this angel sounding the great shofar, which is like a Hebrew reference. So again, our clear audience, but I definitely feel like they're saying like clean. This is a brand new clean slate. We are at the beginning of August, so if you have any things that are kind of calling to you to do to bring in certain things for you. Some of you, this is setting intentions. Some of you, it's washing your hands with the sea salt. So there's different things that we're trying to invoke. If it speaks to you, definitely try it. If it doesn't work, then it's okay. At least you tried it. You know what I mean? Like, you'll find your niche. You'll find what things work for you and what things don't. So we're starting off with the Ace of Pentacles according to the Dragon's Tarot. The Ace of Pentacles represents perfect contentment. Excuse me. And is often considered the luckiest card in the pack. The benefits and mainly material should be promoted in a general sense of well-being and spills over into the emotional and spiritual spheres. And I feel like a lot of time people are like, oh, if they win $1 million, they would, you know what I mean? I feel like if you spend it in a practical tone, you will never have to worry about money for the rest of your life. And I feel like this is basically a lot, giving you a breath, giving you a break from, thinking about that. I feel like this is invoking, like, like taking a breath. I feel like, maybe this is going back to work. So maybe you are a teacher and you're going back to work. So it's like, oh, okay, like I don't have to worry about, having constrained spending because now I'm back to work. I'm getting my full paycheck again instead of, unemployment. It's or like, part-time job. And it's like, now I can have my full paycheck again. So I feel like it's like a breath, like a brand new month, but a breath of fresh air for you. This is a good time for beginnings, a new business venture or career. It can mean an unexpected windfall that enables you to realize long cherished dreams. So for some of you, maybe this is what, you're able, like, like a lottery win, or like they kept talking about this windfall. You know what I mean? They're showing me August 13th. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. August 13th, 14th. So I don't know what that means for some people, but that's what they're showing me. So we have the Two of Pentacles. So difficulties and embarrassment at the beginning of a new business venture is suggested by this card. Prospects are very promising if you are prepared and put in the hard work and resist making reckless gambles. I feel like they're showing, like, because it's back to school, and I guess a lot of young people like to have, like, really fashionable cups. So I guess maybe right now it's like hustle and bustle, or maybe the teachers are going back and they like to have a nice fancy cup. It looks like you're taking a gamble on, like, having people, like, giving away product and having people kind of back your business, but they're not doing what they're supposed to. So I would lay off on that for now. You know what I mean? It looks like you're vending. It looks like they're saying, like, invest in a table, $20. If you're able to bring your own table and save like $5, it does make a difference wherever you can, like, save some money. But it looks like vending will be a big thing. It looks like a Halloween kind of thing is like what you're vending at. So I don't know if you do soaps as well. That's really cool. But it looks like, expanding, farmers markets is what, taking advantage of certain times of the year, like Christmas bazaars, Halloween bazaars, anything like that going on, where you could sit there and contribute some way. I don't know if your school has a school paper, you know what I mean? It's kind of outdated, but, or like it's an online paper, but seeing how much an ad would cost to put your, like, your business in there. Because a lot of young people like those really, and everybody loves a cool, like, tumbler cup, putting your coffee in there, putting your water in there. But they're saying, like, take advantage of those things. Time of change like this are full of opportunities, but also risks. So be prepared for a roller coaster of a journey. And definitely this is what my girlfriend was telling me, like, because I would always turn it on myself. I'm not doing something proper. I'm not, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, I'm self-employed. It falls and rests on me. But she's like, you're one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. She's like, you don't take any time off. You're always, because I read for people all around the world. She's like, you're always, sometimes you're up at 4 a.m. reading for people. And it's like, well, yeah, because I care. Like, I understand, like, if they're in a different side of the world and it's like, maybe, 3 o'clock in the afternoon for them, it's just like, well, yeah, that's the name of the game, right? So it's just like, so, but I guess anyone that puts their heart and soul to anything usually will turn on themselves. So with the Hermit, wisdom, solitude, detachment, mysticism. The hermit is in a reading can represent either an attitude required of the questioner in the current situation or someone nearby with detachment to see the way forward. I feel like this, especially with the Lion's Gate being open, that if you're close to someone on the other side of things, beyond the veil, asking them, like, assistance on the way forward. Obviously don't put so much anxiety on yourself, where it's like, I want to know the next 5 years. Maybe for the next couple months, or maybe, in the next week, something, or can you tell me some positive things coming forward? Don't make it overly complicated. Can you give me some signs of positive things coming forward? A couple of kind words, words of encouragement. You know what I mean? Because right now it's a very potent time. Pay attention to your dreams. A lot of the cards here are all about clairaudience. So, make sure you're going to sleep between 10 to 6 in the morning. Sitting there getting that realm sleep. From 10 to 2, you're healing your body. From 2 to 6, you're healing your mental health. So sit there, get those, good sleep. Keep your pen and paper by you. See what are you dreaming about? What really stood out to you? Because that is the message. I tend to dream a lot, but it's like whatever stays with me, it's like I write it down. Sometimes I do forget, but it's just like I'll write it down. I'll force myself awake, write it down because I'll forget, and I'll look it up in the morning. So it's just like, or when I go and read my Bible, I'll sit there and like take a couple of minutes out and look it up and what the meaning was. So it's like positive encouragement, because I definitely feel like, clean slate, because it is August, and I feel, and I don't mean just because it's August, I just mean because it's the beginning of a new month. And I feel like leaving July behind and setting your intention for August. Whatever things you do to, invoke those things, that resonate with you. Don't rush into anything until you properly understand what is going on. Be more eager to listen than to speak. Meditation. So maybe while you're, meditate, hopefully something will come through. If not, no big deal. Because when we meditate, and hopefully it'll play out in our dreams. If your ears are ringing, make the message clear, please. There's certain things that we can do to ask them to help us out. But I definitely feel like take advantage of this time to receive messages. So we have the Empress. Fertility, success, harmony, sensuality. A mother or mother figure, either the symbol of own mother or a reminder of the ideal. However, this card can simply signal a time of fertility and abundance. And you definitely get the abundance, and I feel like she's highlighting the fall because of the apple picking season, and you have the pumpkins, ready for harvest. I feel like they're saying, like, if you thought your harvest was going to come through the summer, it's going to come in the fall. I feel like a lot of people right now are scared to spend money, and you can understand why. That, we got, kids are going back to school, or what, maybe they went on, instead of everybody being at home, everybody is outside now. So, it's just like, people are just a little apprehensive right now. As the ruler, the Empress is wise, generous, and fair, giving a lead of subtle hint, for example, rather than direct order. This card could suggest action and worldly success for an intimate enterprise, either by marriage, work, or art. So, putting that in. And I feel like because it's like you're putting that, like as a parent, you put your heart and soul into things. And when she's talking about like an enterprise, a marriage, work, I feel like that you're putting your heart and soul into this. You're investing yourself into this. And this is how you're able to reap your rewards for it. You'll see, the other side of things with it. So we're going to the Devil in reverse. Temptation, obsession, lust, delusion, entrapment. The reverse card signals the end of an ill-started period of delusion, when it's time to crawl from the ruins and begin again. So, maybe July wasn't your month. Maybe things were kind of, here and there, touch and go, but you made it through. That's the positive side, So if anything, was hindering you, maybe you were going through some shadow work. Maybe you had depression, anxiety, talking about the money that is coming forward, maybe you were going through financially. So they're just saying, like, now is a clear start. So leave that behind. We're starting a new month. and move yourself forward. There is still some danger, but if you listen to the promptings of the angels on one shoulder and ignore the devil on the other, you can find renewal. So maybe it's like, the angel's telling you to save and the devil's like, spend, 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 like, let's consume, consume, consume. And it's just like, well, I know that, maybe this little windfall of money, it's only so much. So let's be smart this time and not put ourselves in the same situation we were before, so we don't give ourselves that anxiety. And, be smart with it. I don't need to buy anything. I have everything I need. So we have judgment as our last card. So conclusion, change, evolution, decisiveness. So what really stood out to me was the evolution. With the Lions Gate being open, a lot of us are elevating ourselves. We're going up to another level. Able to be in that sleep-wake state and, get channeled messages. Have those interactions. So it's just being open to those things. This card signals the end of one stage of life and the beginning of another. It is a moment of reflection and self-judgment, measured by what you have achieved against the ideals that you are aiming for. Because fresh opportunities and achieve them will arise. Armed with honest self-appraisal, you will be best posed to take advantage of them. Meanwhile, it pays to be generous in your judgment of others. So don't judge unless you be judged. Like, especially when we go to the Empress card, judging other mothers for what they do. Like, they're judging you, but it's like, don't judge them for being a mom. Being a parent is one of the most difficult jobs. Maybe she may or he may not do the same things that you do, but those are their children. As long as they're not harming their kids and their kids they're coming from a place of love and they're not harming them, then just let them be. You wouldn't want someone judging you. I think these last, 16, 17 months have really taken a toll on a lot of people's mental health, their spiritual health. And I think, the world needs a little more kindness in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Monday, August the 2nd, 2021. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.